is to bring what I know, my experience as an entrepreneur, talk about it, speak about it, and get everybody else that wants to follow that path or follow their own path, but take the entrepreneurial path and make things happen. So right now, this is another step for me as an entrepreneur to my speaking journey through this channel, through YouTube, and wherever the heck else I can put myself, market myself. This is a process. That's why I came up with MTM, Mike the Motivator. It's all about speaking and my experience. So today, I'm going to talk about the different forms of inspirations that I've gotten in my life and how they came about. So it's crazy because a lot of my inspirations have come from pain. Believe it or not, a lot of my inspirations, a lot of the things that have inspired me to get up and do what I gotta do have come from pain. Nobody's gonna say this. So what do I mean by pain? So whenever you run into obstacles in your life, whenever you run into situations that you did not expect, situations that come about that challenge you, and maybe you thought things were different than what they actually turned out, right? You perceive things to be one way, and life punched you in the mouth, right? So that when I get punched in the mouth by life, you know, it really makes me think about what do I need to do to adjust? What do I need to do to counterpunch? You know what I mean? You got to come up with a counterpunch because life is going to swing at you, and it's going to hurt. A lot of pain comes from this life. Make no mistake about it. But the good news is that if you can come up, you're going to have to come up with your counterpunches. You're going to have, like a boxer, you're going to have to, every once in a while, life is going to swing at you. You're going to be ready for it. You're going to count. You're going to bob backwards. You're going to duck under, and you're going to be able to counter because you've already seen that situation come up. You've already failed, so now you can actually bob and weave and duck and counterpunch life right back. Don't get me wrong. You're never going to beat this life, but you can at least contain the punches that you receive. So what I'm saying is that through pain, through your counter punches, you know, you'll be able to come up with the answer that you're looking for. You'll be able to really find inspiration through pain because your mind is going to be working. And what happened? How did I not get that right? What the hell was I thinking? You know, and what happens is that inspiration, when you start asking those questions, you know, when you start looking for answers, right? It comes through pain. So for me, I find that I find the best answers through pain, through difficulty, because most of the time we think we're going to find the answer through, you know, success. No, it doesn't come like that. Inspiration comes through pain. So anytime you go through a difficult situation, anytime you go through a trial or a tribulation, you know, if you want to call it inspiration, if you want to call it God, you can call it. It could be God. I mean, I'm not sitting here. People are going to look at it differently. God is talking to you. You know, the inspiration is coming from pain, and then that spirit, the Holy Spirit, as they like to say, speaks to you through that pain. So, and that's one way of looking at it, and that's how I see it as well. So through pain comes inspiration. You'll get those answers. You start hearing the right voice speaking to you, right? So, you know, pain and prayer, of course, and you know, a lot of you gotta sit and think, right? Meditate, pray, and then that pain you can convert it into something special for yourself. You can share it with the world, which is what I'm doing. I've been through a lot of pain. A lot of times, you know, I don't talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about their pain. A lot of times, you don't want to be looked at as weak. So, but now I'm like, you know, I'm older now, so I'm like, whatever. I went through a lot of pain. It was what it was. Maybe at the time I didn't want to share it, but you know what? I know that through that pain came inspiration, answers, what I could do next. I got beat up, but I came out of it better because now I know what to look for, right? You know what to look for. If you're playing a basketball game and you know you're seeing the same pattern and you're getting beat down, well, obviously you're gonna have to counter that, because if you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. But you're never gonna know the right answer unless you take that pain. You're never gonna figure it out unless you get beat up a little bit. That's the whole thing about it. You never figure it out completely. What I'm saying is you never get, you're going to head in the right path if you take a little beat, you know, get a little beat down here, there, and you learn your lesson. Then you through that pain, you can correct your path and go in the right direction. So that's really the moral of this video right here today. As I proceed with this speaking journey, you know, that's big right there. Don't ever look at pain as a negative. And although who the hell wants to feel pain, right? But at the end of the day, through pain, the outcome is going to be better for you if you can withstand the pain. So that's where inspiration comes from a lot of times. Pain, difficulty, seeing other people fail, seeing family members fail. That's painful, because you're like, well, they knew what to do. Why did they fail? They knew what not to do. Why they still make that decision? It's painful because you expect that people are going to be have good judgment. A lot of times they don't, and so that causes pain because you're like, well, what the heck, you know? So anyway, inspiration comes through pain. I wouldn't say to look for it. I would say when it comes, take as much as you can out of it and keep it going. So that's my message for the day with MTM, Mike the Motivator with the winning edge. Thank you for watching. Help me in this speaking journey by watching my videos, and especially if I'm providing something that's helpful to you, I appreciate the support. So that's what this is all about, is me giving these messages so that they can benefit you, to benefit the world, man, because that's my goal right now, is just to focus on what I can do to help people get what they want out of life. How can I make a difference for them? Because at the end of the day, I've done pretty well for myself, and now I want to take another step into the speaking journey. I enjoy it. I want to keep getting better at it. I want to keep learning, and the only way to really learn even more is to apply myself, apply yourself, and that's what we got to do. So there you have it. Thanks for watching my video. I'll catch you later.